hello. That's the behind the scenes of my Tumblr. I hope you felt really special. I've got Pathologic running. I can hear it now. Hopefully you will be able to hear it and me. Uh, okay. We've got some audio there. I'm going to make sure you can hear everything in the stream, and then we'll actually get to playing. Thank you again for your patience. Once I get the hang of this again, this won't be a thing. I'm going to make sure you can hear everything in the stream, and then we'll actually get to playing. Thank you again for your patience. Once I get the hang of this again, this won't be a thing. How long have you guys not been getting any game audio at all? Has it been like that for the last 2 days? Or the last 2 sessions? I've got my desktop audio halved in OBS because I heard that you couldn't hear me before because it was too loud. Is it not picking up any... what is going on with this? Audio. Why is it using Steam? Did I do that? I think if I do it this way, I should be able to more accurately adjust your guys' volume. Still not picking up anything. Okay, maybe we'll do it the other way. Okay. Now you should be able to hear the game at least quietly, apparently. Oh. If it is too loud or too quiet, let me know, and I will make adjustments as we go through the game. And I am tuned into both Discord and YouTube right now. The wrong Discord. Hang on. Okay. Sorry for that. I opened up my Discord and I was looking at a completely different server. So last time I think where we left off was we got a load of quests from Laura Ravel. She wants us to shop around for her, and we want to shop around for her so she doesn't get at risk of, catching the horrible plague that's going around. I also wrote down some other things to do, such as finding the creature that runs between the abattoir and the cemetery, I want to visit the theater during the day and during the night to see if there's any difference there. We do need to visit Maria and Little Vlad for Laura, and we need to track down an affordable shop. And I think that's it for things we haven't done yet. Oh, also we need to bring some money to the graveyard tenders, to the hunchback and his henchmen over there. That's the one I'm most likely to forget because it's on the other side of my sheet. I should probably write it down a second time, but I won't. Because if I have it down twice, it's just going to confuse future me. So, anyway, let's get on with it. Where are we? Is this Laura Ravel's place? No, this is Yulia's place. We last talked to Yulia, and she had told us some stuff about Nina, saying that Nina ruled like a vampire over a flock and was a people pleaser. You know, basically everything she did left everybody in high spirits, and she died very young. Anything else?
So quickly.
Okay, so we talked her all out last time. Oop. Why is it doing that? Okay. Sorry, phone was doing something weird. I touched the screen and broke something. So I think the theater is... Yes, the theater's over here. So we're gonna run down here on our way to... Where should we go first? Little Vlad or Maria? It doesn't matter. We're going to the theater. We're going to the theater no matter who we go to see next. We are going to the theater first. I do understand that there's not going to be a play until the evening, but I still want to see what it's like during the day, and I'm pretty sure I can talk to someone and he'll probably have something to tell me there. I just have to go the right direction. I was at Yulia's, and I walked down the street a few paces, and I've already gotten lost. Okay, there's the ruins, there's our little arrow, so we need to turn this way? Would it kill the people in this little town to put up street signs? Also, I am getting hungry and I need to... Oh, a townsperson. What is the history of this place? I don't think we need to know this, but maybe it'll lead to him telling us about affordable shops? The town was built step by step. Oh, okay, thanks. Please do tell me more. Yesterday I had a geography lesson, today let's have a background review. I think I should have talked to these guys yesterday. I didn't because I assumed they were just going to say the same thing all the time. But I think they actually do... They actually are beneficial to speak to. The town grew bigger as the owners of the Bull projects grew richer. Eventually, the town of beasts surrendered and became the town of men. That's interesting. So, according to this rando, is time still passing when I talk to these guys? Hopefully not. What do you mean by the town of beasts? Just so you know, it's absolutely barbaric. Bulls set the pace there, not people. And the people that work with the beasts aren't really so far ahead of them, evolutionarily speaking. I see, so what happened next? The town of beasts nurtured the town of men, and demanded nothing in return. That's how the districts came to be. The inhabitants of the town of men didn't really concern themselves with bulls. All they did was build, trade, and craft. Even the smell is somehow not omnipresent. Interesting. point, by the way, judging by the size of your abattoir, the production must be massive. The whole place is supposed to be reeking of bulls. Miraculously, it doesn't. The abattoir doesn't let the scent of death out. All the stench in Earth comes from the factories, and even that is negligible, really. Well, that's just one of the peculiar quirks of the place. Okay. So, the bulls and their people basically surrendered to the town of Ben, but not forcefully. Like, it wasn't like they were oppressed. I mean, they are oppressed now, but it doesn't sound like there was any sort of fight. It's just kind of weird. I am taking notes, by the way. Sorry for the pause, it's gonna be a minute. So the factories do smell, but it's not that... Okay. It's nothing to note. It's just part of the area. Okay, you had nothing to tell me about shops. I'm gonna find somebody else. Maybe one of the terrible knife men in the area will have something to tell me about stores. And I'm supposed to be keeping an eye out for infected houses as well, I think, but there's just so much going on. I'd rather focus on the stuff with people first than greasy houses and blood-stained doorsteps and whatever the signs were. I've already forgotten them. Let's do some trading before we do anything else. You have revolver ammo. Yes, please. You can have a needle, and I will have the ammo. That's fair. I don't have anything to shoot buckshot with yet. So that's all I want from you. How do we... Okay. Wow, that's startling. What's wrong with you? Great question. Oh, that ends the conversation. Do you know me? Yes, you are the Bachelor. You know about the Changeling and the Ripper, right? They are at your heels, and they use every opportunity you miss to their advantage. What do you mean? And they spoil your plans all the time. They talk behind your back and tell lies about you. How? Clara says you love the truth so much you won't tolerate any lie at all and will raze to the ground anything that resembles it. Barack says that you only care for your mind, not your heart, and that you are unkind. I wonder how they know all this. Because they are your doubles. I doubt that. Did he just try to take a swing at me, or was he just doing a weird animation? Okay, I'm gonna go. He's not chasing me, so he's not hostile. I'm scared to look at the time. I always think, oh yeah, there's plenty of time, and then I look, and it's like almost midnight again. Can I drink out of this fountain? No, I guess it's already not something I can use. This is the theater, right? I guess I'll find out when I go in. This looks like a theater. Hello! What are you performing?
Our delusionment is often a delight to both our friends and enemies. A man would rather say evil of himself than say nothing.
The theater welcomes the distinguished audience at any time. There's a performance of the masks every evening, and the blood gets rinsed off every night. The rest of the time slots are filled with a puppet show. But that's not all we have. Magic tricks, fortune-telling, dream reading. Whoever has eyes, let them see. So we have a performance of masks every evening at the theater. This is a theater? It's rather small. True, this is a chamber theater, and since I have the pleasure of being the booking agent, director, and the impresario around here, I can also tell you that our shows are not for everyone's eyes. So when is the next performance? I know you just told me every evening, but do you have a specific time? That's for you to decide. You are part of the lineup. The play script is not yet complete, you see. Everything depends on your actions. You won't have to wait long. When will the play script be approved? Your fate isn't bound yet. It will take time, effort, and of course your direct participation. Come to see us every evening. We'll show you how you're doing bit by bit. I will definitely come by.
We find very few ungrateful people when we are able to confer favors.
The 3 heads of the dragon are facing 3 different directions. 3 powerful families, 3 clans are overturned by the wind. This wind got in through the breach torn by Simon's death. How will they cope? Will they be able to come to an agreement? The masks do not know the answer to that question. Who does? The masks are 2, but the families are 3. I suspect the extra family is just that. An extra. It's superfluous. Someone will have to let go of their power before their fellow men remember a different art of letting. Well, which of the 3 is superfluous? You don't need me to tell you that. The answer is yours. They're so different. Which one do you prefer? You came to this town, and now there's one more piece on the board. You are not a queen of course, but a rook, at least. It's up to you. Ah, thanks, I guess. Do you have anything else to say? Do you know where I can, is there a Walmart around here?
The housefathers think they rule the world. Self-isolation breeds self-delusion.
Okay. Well, we got from this Mark guy that one of the families is not going to be, useful? One family is you only have to say that word a couple of times before it stops sounding like a word. Superfluous. Fluos. Flus. One family is extra and unneeded. One of 3 ruling families. And not only that, but I get to decide whom. Whomst. I get to pick the family. I kind of don't like the Olgimsky family already because they haven't been very helpful, but I do understand that they're essential to running the town right now, so... Because they have the holds on the factories and the abattoir and all that, from my understanding. Hello! Let's trade. Okay, I guess I'll start heading for Maria's place. Over here. And we'll keep our eyes peeled for someone to talk to about stores as well. There's someone ahead of me, but he's walking away. And I think I've talked to that type of NPC before, so I think all the different NPCs have like a thing. Like they all have different lines, but if they have the same face, they're going to say the same lines. I could be completely wrong on that, but I think that's what's been happening. Dude, are you okay? Anything I can do for you? No, I guess I can't talk to him. I guess he's probably fine. I need to remember to look for stores as we go along too. I know we saw some medical stores earlier, but I think all we need is food for Laura, right? And do I have any lockpicks? Oh gosh, it's already 12. That doesn't seem like I've got any lockpicks yet. I'll have to keep an eye out for someone to trade with to get that. I don't want to have to buy them because they're going to be crazy priced. I wonder if I talk to Eva about the stores? I think I've got to report back to her about the stomatins as well. So let's just stop here. And then we'll continue on to Maria's place.
My bedroom is warmer than this place.
My heart is beating so heavily. It's about to jump out. Andre has agreed, but he won't leave without Peter, and Peter doesn't want to go anywhere. I'll try to persuade him, but I don't think I'll succeed. Maria would do much better, though. Do you think she may agree to help? I guess I can ask Maria. I mean, I'm already headed there. I'll add it to my quest. I think Maria's going to be mad about me asking to leave, though, because of all her prophecy stuff. You know, the stuff about the bound, I think, is what she said earlier, was, she gave us the list of the important people we had to watch out for. But I'll ask anyway.
If
Anything else?
Body is
No, that's it. Okay. And I know I need to eat. I'm trying to be kind of cautious about food. I shouldn't be. I mean, if I really get into a pinch, I will just cheat, because I'm here more for the story than anything. Is that a food? No, that's not a food place. I think that house that's howling too is locked up, but I'm not sure. That'll be something we have to look into next, I guess. You're not Maria. Well, talk to me anyway.
If we conquer our passions, it is more from their weakness than from our strength.
Oh.
It's like something...
Oh, okay. Both of those dialogue options are ways to end the conversation, not begin one. Okay. This is Maria's place, right? Where does she stay? Oh, back here. That's right. Hello
Her
again.
mystical affinity tickled Katarina's fancy.
Let me get something to drink before I start this. Okay. You're giving me a stony stare. Is something wrong? Are you disappointed? Laura wanted to meet you to collect the donations for the House of the Living. I prohibited her from going outside, and I strongly advise you against doing so as well. Yes, I'm giving her my personal savings. I tried to persuade my father to spare some money from the family funds, but they still refuse to believe in the outbreak. That is just the family line at the moment. Well, why do you believe me? Me? I'm not just questioning anything. I'm not allowed to. What? Oh, I'm just not questioning anything. I'm not allowed to. If you want to know why I decided to give Laura my savings, I'll tell you this. That is because I'm compelled to. By the way, have you found the proof you were looking for? Not yet. I'd rather you never did, Enzenil? Enzenil? Is that supposed to be some sort of pun or something? Too good to come true. Alright, well she gave us loads of money.
Yes.
Do you have any influence on Peter Stomatin? He has a greater influence on me. Why do you ask? Why? I don't want her to get upset at me. Your questions are very indiscreet. You've only known me for 1 day, Enzenil. I've known you for a little longer. Your curiosity will be sated in a little while. Allow me to torture you with obscurity for now. On the other hand, it's very simple. He's a genius. Really, he must be constantly exposed to vicious hatred. Why? Well, I was hoping this would lead into this town seems to just not trust smart people, but I guess this is the closest I can get. His way of thinking is provocation enough. What else do people hate each other for? People never hate geniuses more passionately than they crave them. Some would kill Peter. The rest are probably quietly suffering seeing him sink his talent in Twire vodka. I'm just not being subtle at all. Well, say, who would want to kill Peter? You know, Saburov hates Peter. He wants to get back at him for something. I must protect him. If only Saburov seizes the power he is so hopelessly trying to obtain, Peter will be the first to stand at the bone stake. Curious. You know, this gave me an interesting idea, because the last thing I want is for Peter to die. That was not subtle at all. I'm surprised Maria didn't call us out for trying to escape. Okay. So we learned from Maria, and we also got the money. But we learned that what's his face? Andre is a very influential person. He's a genius, which we kind of already got that from his and his brother's buildings. And also that Saburov wants him dead. So I guess that's something to look into. I wonder if we could just lie and tell him that Saburov wants him out of town, and if that'll be enough pressure to get him and his brother to leave with Eva. You know what, before I write anything down, I should see what the in-game quest log suggests. That would be a smart thing to do. Let's see, L. That's letters. Do we have any other letters? Not today. Okay. Q. Here we go. Here's the whole quest. I should flee the town while I still can. Andrei Stamatin, the architect from the capital, is the man who can help me escape. A man of class. It was a pleasure to meet someone of my own standing here, and it would be twice the pleasure if he would agree to join me and leave this place together. It is nothing short of remarkable that the creator of the Cold Hall turned out to be my former university peer. Nonetheless, I doubt he would ever go anywhere without his brother. Oh, I wrote down the wrong name. I wrote down Andre instead of Peter. Here we go. Peter is the one that we're concerned with right now. He's completely off his rocker. His mind is too clouded with tyrings for him to consider the consequences of his actions. Does he seek this self-bedazzlement on purpose? How can I possibly come to terms with such an obstinate man? It would appear that possession of authority is not enough for Saburov. He doesn't just want to hold the power, he wants to use it to its full extent. Will he be able to resist the temptation of settling a personal score? I should definitely share these thoughts with Peter. Okay. So I do need to talk to Peter again. Talk to Peter about Saburov. And if that doesn't work, we'll talk to Saburov about Peter and chase him out of town. Oh, and this tells us how much food we need to get as well. Laura reads too much classic literature. She wants to create a shelter where her friends and intimates will be safe while the outbreak is seething through the town. Vlad the Younger, Maria Kana, and Yulia, long last name, are willing to provide the wherewithal to buy all necessary provisions. But it comes down to me to source them. I need to buy several loaves of bread, 3, a few bundles of dried fish, 3, and some legs of smoked meat, 3. You know, if I ask someone to buy, if I ask someone to buy some legs of meat for a shelter, and they came back with, 3 chicken legs, I'd be upset. I guess it's gonna be bull legs, I guess it's gonna be cow, it's gonna be beef. But still, I'm not sure that's enough for all those people she's got in the shelter already for a month, let alone, all the people she's going to be inviting to live down there. So we need 3 bread, 3 fish, 3 smoked meat. And it's dried fish specifically, right? Because there's 2... Yeah, okay. I'm glad it's not fresh. Fresh would be hard to get now. And while we're in here, let's just look at today's quest. The ruling family should stand together in the face of a common threat. Saburov should be granted the full extent of governing authority. Well, knowing that he wants to kill Peter, I'm not sure he should, but, you know, whatever. The families are not yet convinced that the plague is spreading. This obstacle is not insurmountable, however, if only I knew what it was that scared Anna Angel so much. In addition to tales of the man-eater, the streets are rife with the rumors of strange places and suspicious houses. It occurs to me that the children, swarming in the gutters and listening in from the shadows as they do, must learn of these places firsthand. It may be worthwhile to speak with their confidants, Victoria Olgomskaya. Which we did that. Victoria told me of the dubious endeavors of Sticky, a street urchin. Apparently the little rascal was quite distressed by the yields of his own exploits. If I can get my hands on him, then maybe I can shake out the location of the silent house. I have to enter the silent house if I am to confirm that the disease that killed Simon is spreading. Who other than Bachelor Dankovsky is qualified to make this the kind of verification to the local authorities? Of course, I must be careful. Ruben told me that the local drugstores are running out of immune system medication. Oh, that's not good. I told Sticky not to lead me to the silent house, that I wanted him to stay home. That I might need to go back to my guide for, because I don't think it's even marked on my map. Oh, what's interesting is Isidore's house isn't... I don't have anything when I mouse over that anymore. Well, since that's part of our main quest, I'm actually going to take a second to look that up. Because otherwise, I don't know what'll happen. Silent house. Oh! Well, it is Isidore's house. I thought I tried to go in there, though, and the guards were still there. Do I need to get a lockpick? And also, if I pick the lock right next to the guards, isn't that just asking for trouble? I guess everything despawns when you go indoors, but like... Oh, this is a mess. All of my quests are everywhere, and it's already noon. Also, this house is making a horrible noise. It is this house, right? Well, I can't get in it, so it doesn't matter. I wish I could, like, sprint. I feel like I should be able to, like, just book it across town as soon as I realized that I was supposed to go into a house I completely missed earlier. I guess the Bachelor has no sense of urgency. It's like, my life's work is over. The powers that be are trying to kill me. This town sucks. Everybody's useless. They don't believe me when I tell them there's a plague happening. You know what? If we die, we die. You know, I'm just gonna take a leisurely stroll through town while there's a plague going on. There's a store. And there's a man. Tell me about stores with good prices. Tell me about Walmart. Oh. Is it all fenced in? Can I go around this way? I might not have a chance to, you know, be picky about stores. How much is this gonna put me out? Jeez, that is expensive. Oh, but I already have 2 breads. That's not as bad. Do I already have a smoked fish? I have a fresh fish. I don't know if this is a good idea. No, see, that's a terrible idea. Okay. We need to find the cheaper store. And I should probably save, since it's already 1. At least I think it's 1. Yeah. Not good. I don't feel like I'm making good time in this round, this session. Where was I going? I've lost the plot. Hang on. I was going to talk to Peter about Saburov, and I was going to go to Isidore's house first. But I think I'm actually closer to Peter, aren't I? Because we'll be passing... Yeah. If we cross this bridge, we can go up here and then come around to Isidore's house. That's fine. We got this. Everything's cool. It would be nice if I could cheat the time too, like in Minecraft. Just time set morning. Give myself several other hours to work this. Am I going to the right bridge? Oh, I hit the shore too soon there. I thought I was way closer to the bridge than I was. And I'm actually behind. I think that's Yulia's right there. I'm kind of nervous. I don't really want to go in and tell this guy lies. I mean, I guess it's not complete lies. I'm sure that eventually Saburov is going to be after this dude, but I'm coming up here just to convince him to leave.
Drink with me.
I can't shrug away the feeling that someone's scratching at the windowsill. Haven't changed your mind, have you? No. I have news for you. This evening, Alexander Saburov will become the governor, while Gimsky and Kane are going to vest him nearly unrestricted powers to curb the epidemic. The epidemic that your brother and you refuse to believe in. Bloody hell. Are you sure about this? I am. What of Georgie? What does the judge say? Bloody hell! So Saburov will be the judge now, too. Definitely. That's it. I'm a dead man. As luck would have it, it happens exactly when I'm about to create a truly glorious masterpiece. Fine, let us go. So I'm telling Andre you've agreed. Okay. That wasn't too bad. We didn't have to get Sabirov involved. So we'll go back and talk to Andre on our way to Isidore's house. I feel a bit weird helping them escape. I'm not necessarily sure that escaping is a good idea. Oh, does he have anything else to say?
What if he can mix herbs? Fancy that. A new...
I guess that's it. I wonder what his new masterpiece was going to be. Oh, you know what? Isidore's house is actually first, so we're gonna track over there. Should I eat my bread that's been sitting in my inventory for a day now? Should I do that first before I go in there? I don't really think running into potentially infected people is going to affect my hunger, but games can have weird mechanics. Oh, there's no guards posted anymore. I'm so scared. I kind of remember that they were... I had nightmares of the people in here T-posing at me. Oh, I hate it here. How's it going? That looks very bad. Who is it? Is that a person? Will you help me? I'm a doctor. Let me examine you. So hot. It hurts. My head is about to burst. Blood is curdling in my veins. I'd scream, but I don't want the children to hear. Lie still. Don't come close. We are dying already. I told my sisters not to go outside, so they're shambling around the house. Who's shambling around the house, and why? Just don't kill us. Don't kill them if they ask you for help. Their mind is too clouded with pain. They can't even find each other. They're only praying. Don't come close to them. And step away from me too. Make them stop following me then. Why are they constantly at my heels? They're supposed to be lying down. Take the key. You'll be able to open the door if we lose consciousness. Hold on. Okay. Stay away. Fuck off. Away! Okay. That's my bedside banner. Now we just need to take this key to someone who will care about it. It's a bit of a spoiler, because I looked up the guide for finding this house. But I need to take it to Sabirov, specifically. Because I don't think anyone else is going to believe me. And it makes sense. He's currently the only one who wants to have any power in this scenario. What have you got? Please tell me it's cheap. It's not. Okay. I don't have much time, and I don't know when the shops will close either. It might be by the time I get the money from Vlad, everything will be closed. Alright. I've decided. Can I sell anything? If I sell my fresh fish, which I was kind of planning on eating, but if I sell that, I'll get loads of money. What about this egg? Can I sell anything else for loads of money? How much do I need for another one? I would need, like... I think these are better traded than sold, but I don't have much option at this point right now. Yeah, let's do that. Not great. Not a great situation right now. My heart is crying for my poor children. How are my dearest doing? Is everything alright? Oh, woman's share is hard. Do you have enough food? Oh, we're absolutely miserable. The last of it has run out completely. We're starving, no less. How can it be? Why? People can go for 40 days without food. And starvation weakens the body, that's why. But the prices, just look at the prices. It's unheard of. A piece of stale bread costs thousands. Where am I supposed to get that much money? How do they live with their conscience and demand that much of me when my children are starving? Are you that low on provision? Oh, what a fool I was, and I'm not the only one. So much has been burnt and buried. We were afraid that the meat, the oat, the fish, potatoes, that it could all be infected. The day before yesterday and the day before that, we didn't know that the train wouldn't come, and we just threw it all away. We expected new safe food to come. The train might come soon. It's not going to, but it might. No, it won't. Who in their right mind would send a train here? There's a quarantine. Thanks to you! Sanitary trains are exempt from the quarantine. I guess she didn't believe me. She ended that conversation. Do you know where there's a Walmart? I'm looking for cheap food, and I'm not finding any in the garbage cans. Come trade with me. Come trade with me. Turn around. Come trade with me. Come trade. Thank you. Lockpick! Yes! It costs 5. You can have... I might need to sell that gold ring. You can have a silver ring, and you can have a bronze bracelet. That should be enough, yeah? Yeah. We have a trade. Thank you. Okay. Easy there. Where are you running to so fast? Shopping! Everything's getting so pricey. The prices are rising by leaps and bounds. Literally by the hour, and I mean it. An hour ago, butter cost 100, and now it's 500. I can't even imagine what it'll be like by the evening. What am I supposed to tell Mom? Why is this happening? People say it's because the train will not come, and because there's something stirring. So did you buy a lot? Nothing at all. We don't have that kind of money. Do you know how much they ask for a loaf of bread in the spleen? 3,000! You could buy a horse for that. I thought for a bit I was going bonkers. So this is what sheer panic looks like. What? Never mind. They say the Canes have their own little shop. Oh, this is it! This is our secret store! Now that I've bought like half of what we need. They say the Canes have their own little shop, and they offer stuff at bargain prices. But it's not like anyone can waltz in there and buy whatever they like. The offer is reserved for the poor and the people that the Canes consider especially trustworthy. I wonder where this shop is. And I wonder whom the Canes trust. That's a good question. Maybe I can talk to Maria about that? So, secret shop of the Cane family. I don't know if we're gonna have time to get back all the way over there. Because we still have to go to Vlad. We did visit the theater during the day. I can check that off. When we need to talk to Andre still. I forgot to look for his house, actually. Did we pass it? Where are we? I was up here. And then I went somewhere. And so now I am not on the map anymore. I do not see my little arrow. Oh, I'm way over here. I'm by the first block of the cemetery. Okay. I'm going to sneeze. Forgive me. I still don't have a hotkey set for mute. I'm not gonna sneeze. I'm fine. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm okay. Okay. We need to head this way. So just straight down the street. I do not need to turn until I get to the fence. That's fine. This way, right? Yes. And we do need to talk to Alexander as well before we leave. I don't think I wrote that down, so I'm going to forget. Hang on. Sorry for interrupting our awesome walk to Andre's place, but talk to Alex Saburov about the Silent House. What is this? It has a heart on it. Well, it's locked, so I don't get to see what's in there. Is that where the shelter's gonna be? It seems like an odd place for it. Hey, another person! I don't think I have to talk to them anymore, but I will anyway. So here we are, once again, no one's asking us. Got a smoke? Do you want to ask me something? So, have you defeated the foe? Found the root of evil? I mean, like, by the way, there was an accident once. Happened to a mate of mine. I'm all agog. What happened to this worthy man? So you see, he broke a leg once, and also got himself kidney pains. It was early spring, March or so, and he went off to gather them warts. 'Twas high time for him. Said he'd sell them so they're made into potions. That is, twirine. Otherwise, they're pretty worthless. So he went to gather warts with a broken leg? That's the point. That's the point when he broke it. Obviously, he went to gather herbs unbroken. Running around, regardless of whether you're even whole or all in a pieces, is a modern thing. Things used to be different back then. So what does this have to do with the turnskin? Stop interrupting me! He wandered far off, darkness fell and all. So he thought he should get back. And then he feels like something has grabbed his leg. And it's all dark! So he thought that maybe he's grabbed too many herbs and roots, so the earth wouldn't let him go. He took the best one too, the juiciest. Well, what was it? He looks down, and there's something holding him. Holding something hands-like. Like a hand. Doesn't seem like a root at all, holding him fast, trying to get his ankle. And he sees that it's a bone hand, for real. So it was him, the Shabnak. And so my mate tried to break free and run off. Came back home and saw his leg was broken. Okay. So why did you feel the need to waste my time telling me all this? Well, he got sick, right? So this is all medical stuff. You're a medic. It's a useful story to you, you see? Thank you, good sir. Thank you. I am not sure I'm gonna write that one down. What was I doing again? Peter! That's Anna's house. I need to talk to Andre about Peter. Oh, that's not good. Where am I now? Oh my goodness. You know what, I'll just go around this way. It's fine. Oh, I'll keep going around this way. It's still fine. I get so turned around in here. What is with this? There's like a house that's barricaded. What is up with that? Oh, this is actually the rear of the place I need to be in front of. Do you have anything? Drink. Bracelet. Earrings. And a flower. I'll take my chances with the trash bins right now before I buy anything, because I still don't know what the food situation is going to be like.
There's nothing to talk about. What?
Your brother has agreed. Well, don't let the door hit our asses on our way out, then. There are plenty more shitholes in the world. I might need a gun, though. Do you have a weapon? I could use more. Right. Let's do the preparations separately, then. Here's the money. The black market around here is run by a mongrel calling himself Bad Grief. Have you met the rodent already? No, I haven't had time for that. He resides at the northern warehouses. And so? You can always find human-killing stuff at Grief's. Now then, he'll obviously try to rob you as best he can, but you need only to say, Andre is off to the kennel, to him, and he'll change the tune immediately. He may even give you something for free. Okay, then what? Then you come back. Meanwhile, I'll try to think of a way to get on Gugung's good side? Who's Gugung? One of the locals. A deaf and dumb train driver, not quite human. Made of soil and bones, glued together with sticky blood and inspired with thick twirine, just like all his stepbrethren. I'd break his neck, but the engine wouldn't go anywhere without him. Don't you frown. I'll deal with him. Okay, we've got a bit to write down. I'm gonna need a new sheet of paper, actually. Let me just set these aside. So, we need to talk to Bad Grief at the warehouses. We need to tell him Andre is off to the kennel. And we also learned that Gugong? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name weird. It is kind of a weird name, but this is the train driver. Gonna take a drink before we continue. Okay. It's fortunate that you're dealing with him. So we need to head all the way down here. And we also got more money. If Bad Grief is going to give me something for free, then I might use the money that we were just given for food. So we don't have to puzzle out, who the Canes trust or whatever. We should also go back up to Sabarov. I meant to stop there earlier and I did not. Oh, there's a fence. We'll turn our key into him, and maybe he'll have something for us in the way of stores. I doubt it, but you never know. There's a fence there too. It's all fenced in. They've decided they're not taking visitors anymore. Their whole house is fenced in all the way around. They're sealed. Hi.
Yes.
I'm listening, Bachelor. I found proof, Governor. Here's the key to a house where several people dying in agony are waiting for anyone willing to examine them. Will that be enough? I have already received a report of your spectacular success. News of your deeds precedes you. Now I want you to personally convey your opinion on what you have witnessed to Kane and Olgimsky. Then we can consider your mission complete. I will do that. Okay. Yet another quest. We have to go to the Canes and the Olgimskis. I assume he wants me to talk specifically to Georgie Kane. Okay. We have to go all over the place, and we still have so much to do. Let's see. We talked to Andre about Peter, so we can check that off. We talked to Alex about the Silent House. Wow. Okay. Does he have anything else for us?
Now or never.
I guess I should probably eat something while we're stopped. I'm hesitant to eat the fish in case I have to sell it, so we're going to eat the egg. That didn't do as much as I was hoping it would do. So, on this side of the map, we've talked to Sticky. We talked to Peter and Andre. We talked to Savarov. Anna's still waiting for us to pay the gravekeeper. We've talked to Yulia. We don't need to go to the hall. Let's go to the Olgimsky family, then we'll go to Bad Grief, then we'll go to Little Vlad. Yeah, we've got this. I feel like I should buy an umbrella or something, you know? That would be a good use of the money that we need for survival. Keep the rain off my head. I wonder if their secret store of the canes was that one that was locked that we found earlier. I wouldn't be able to navigate back to it if I wanted to, but I just wonder if that was it. There's a poster up here. Oh, exhaustion's starting to run high too. This isn't good. I don't think we need to talk to Victoria right now. How's it going, dude? By the way, people are dying.
Swine. Beasts. I shouldn't have indulged their whims.
See what you've done, Doctor? You won't be able to leave this place now. The town is blocked off. I've transferred my powers over to Sabarov. He didn't hesitate to express his gratitude by assigning me to the position of an intendant. Now I'm in charge of equipping and maintaining infirmaries. I'm sure the train is not the only line of communication with the rest of the world. It is. The station is shut off. But it will be reopened when a regular freight train arrives. It will definitely be, Doctor. That's when we'll discuss how to snatch ourselves a vehicle there. When is the train scheduled to arrive? Any day now. In fact, it was supposed to arrive some time ago. I'm surprised it hasn't. The government has to realize how dependent we are on their deliveries. Our survival is at risk here. Your survival is at risk for an entirely different reason. Anything else?
Well, under the circumstances.
Nope. I guess we've said all we wanted to say. I'll pop into Victoria's just in case, but I don't think she's gonna tell us anything new.
The children no longer remember me.
I guess that was it. I'm glad she's not complaining of a headache anymore. At least I think she was one of the characters talking about a headache. Oh well, we're out of here. Let's head to Bad Grief. Oh, please tell me there's a gap through here. Please? Oh, come on. Everything's fenced in everywhere. I want to turn on no clip. If I could get through the fences, I would be a lot less stressed about time. What? Oh, jeez. Okay. Aha! There's the warehouse with the little fire barrel thing there in front of it.
They're carving up the town. It's clear who's gonna bag the prize. The kinds aren't getting back enough feet anytime soon, and Vlad keeps mum. Got a finger in the pie, that's for sure.
Welcome, welcome, dear guest. Give the man something to drink, let him grab a bite, sit him down comfortably, show our big city guest some respect, and don't let him out until I say otherwise. Enough. Wanna play cards? Dice? The stakes ain't big city, but the game's pretty gritty. No. Since we've just met, Doc, you go in peace. For the first and the last time. But next time, your exit will cost extra. Next time, it will be you begging me to come.
Many a one says ill that sleeps well.
Dear men bring dire omens that will cost us dearly, dear Doc. I need a weapon, Grief. Everybody needs a weapon. Got $1 million? We'd even get you something that shoots for $1 million. There ought to be a gun somewhere around, just one, pretty please, but everything has its price. $1 million? That price tag befits an artillery mortar, mate. Oh no, my lovely man, the mortar is a gift, it is. You can't go shooting them robbers in a dark alley with a mortar. A barker, on the other hand. But it would probably cost you even more dearly, dear Doc. Andre is off to the kennel, Grief. That changes things. Take this one for free, but it ain't be doing much shooting for too long. It'll suit me fine. Nice! Bonus free gun. I'm gonna sell it.
They're carving up the town. It's clear who's gonna bag the prize. The kinds aren't getting back enough feet anytime soon, and Vlad keeps mum. Got a finger in the pie, that's for sure.
What's going on in the termitary? The boss turned out to be a cunt. The big guy, that is. There's plague all around, and here he is, giving absolutely zero shits about the people. He probably knew about it all along and didn't say a thing. That's something. So we know Vlad knew about this plague thing longer than he let on, according to Bad Grief. Let's ask him to elaborate a little bit more. He'd hang himself before stopping the pump. He'd have us all dead and hanging, just so that the fat gets sucked from the ground and blood gets sucked from the people. Why's the termitary all corked up? Why did they stop them factories today? Eh? Those worker bees won't ever say boo to a goose, they won't. Why is it corked up then? There's 1,000 of herrings packed there, and another 1,000 on top of that, 3,000's more in between, and 500 by the side. All them working bees living cooped up together like worms in a dead body. No one's been coming out of there for 3 days. So what's the tale, I'm asking, eh? An order came through, they say. Sabotage suspected. And then you cracked the plague riddle yesterday, so I got myself an epiphany. You think Vlad quarantines the termitary? Wouldn't want to let Mara the Man-Eater in now, would he? So he probably knew about it all along. Probably wanted Simon to get lost already, lost in the netherworld. And all he had to do was just sit tight, you know, sit tight and do nothing. What do you think? That's interesting. That's certainly something to think about.
A part off sent to the well is broken at last.
I have an option to say I have business to discuss. Oh, we can buy medical supplies. Oh, won't sell you nothing, don't have any. Of course you have some. Quite the contrary, Doc, quite the contrary. I'd buy them drugs for sure, just bring me some. See how everything's going around here? And you want to rob us of pills? You do not have my consent to that. They'll save us from the fever. What do you mean you'd buy any pills? Well, no, I'm not an idiot, mate. The sovereign ones. Words get round, you know. Everybody knows what works and what doesn't. I'm warning you, the demand for those is huge, like a bull. If you need ammo, though, I could see to that no problem. Nothing's too good for my dear man. I'll keep that in mind.
Saburov will regret this. Haste makes waste.
I finally got myself a lockpick, so I don't really need... At least I thought I did. Where is it? Did I never buy it? I still have the bracelet. Oh no, this has to be... What did I do with the lockpick? What did I buy? Am I just missing it? I don't... Oh well. Yeah, they're 2,000 each from this dude. How much will he take for my gun? Oh, durability affects the price as well. Yikes. Okay. Well, I can't afford anything here. We talked to Bad Grief. We told him the secret code. Now we need to talk to Georgie. And we need to see if we can find his secret shop while we're there. Though I don't know if we'll actually have time to purchase anything because it's getting late. Oh, and we still need to talk to Vlad. Sorry for pounding on the table. Hopefully that wasn't too loud, but like I just remembered it and like I remembered it without having to look at the sheet, which is incredible. Someone pat me on the back. Should I save here? Just in case doing this little side quest turns out to eat more of my time than I would like it to. I'm also a little bit nervous because we have 1 round of ammo. And I know there's gonna be some knifey dudes walking around soon. I don't know what time they start cropping up. I hope after midnight, but I have a feeling it's probably gonna be sooner than that. I don't want it to get dark. I need to... Yeah, we'll take this road. We have 3 breads. We need 2 smoked meats, which he's got, but I don't think I have enough for even 1 right now. Should I sell the fish? Or should I just hope that we can... This is rough. Yeah, I'll sell the ring for now. And we'll get us a... I don't know whether to go for the smoked meat or the dried fish. They both cost about the same. Okay. I think little Vlad will give us about 2,000 if he's paying out the same as everybody else, which should be enough for another thing of meat, even from a regular store. So if the Canes aren't helpful in giving up the secret of their hidden store, their locked up store, whatever it is, then we'll just get the last bit of meat with whatever Vlad gives us, and maybe selling a bit of the other junk that I've got. Hello, sir, give me your money. Where is he? There he is.
Who lives without folly is not so wise as he thinks.
We'll have to figure out how to keep on living. I've come at Laura Ravel's request. Yes, I remember the arrangement. Here's what I can personally donate. It's a pity I can't extort a nicer sum from my father. Can he be convinced somehow? It's no use even trying. Really? Why? He has his own opinion on the matter. I think he accepts that you might be right. He accepts it, but he won't admit it. See the difference? Obviously, getting solid proof is disadvantageous to him for some reason, not to mention that it would immediately cause him expenses. I can see the difference, but I don't understand the game he's playing. I'm not going to discuss that. I can only sympathize with you and advise you against disturbing my father with this question. I see. Anything else?
What?
Tell me, Master Vlad, do you believe that we're facing a real epidemic hazard? I still don't understand how you came to the conclusion that the disease which killed Simon is contagious. Even if we assume that the rumors of a death carrier are nothing but rumors, which I doubt. There has already been an outbreak of an unknown disease in your town. I used to occasionally communicate with Isidore Barak, the man who put an end to it. Excuse me. But I'm sure Isidore never told you about this. The brief encounter with the Sand Plague put him in a state of primal terror. Did you know that? His opinion of his role in stopping the outbreak was not very high, and he ascribes that victory solely to circumstance. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just writing things down again. So Isidore's opinion of his own role in stopping the original Sand Plague was not very high. Ascribed to circumstance. It's strange he didn't suspect anything when examining Simon. If you are right, Bachelor, and there really is going to be a sand plague epidemic in this town, there will be no stopping it. You don't need to waste your life, and you cannot help us in any way. Your only goal is to survive until the station is reopened. Peculiar fatalism. Are you saying that the services of an educated medic won't be of any help to you? Education is of no use here. Isidore may have had a medical education, but he managed to drive the demon back to hell. Wait, what? Oh, Isidore may have had no medical education, but he managed to drive the demon back to hell. By the way, he mentioned that no one can beat the plague by traditional means. What means can it be beaten with, then? It cannot be beaten. Isidore was a wise man. He was born here and knew many things that no education can provide. Bachelor, your goal is to survive. Save your talent for the capital. Leave this place. My father will be happy to assist you. I'll speak to your father, then. I think I already spoke to his dad, like, as much as I could, though. We can stop there anyway, just in case, but... We should also note that the Sand Plague might not be able to... What he said about the Sand Plague, not being able to stop it with traditional means. If at all. Sand Plague can't be beaten by traditional means, can't be beaten at all. And our quest was talk to Big Vlad. Okay. Let's go tell Georgie that people are dying and I need access to a secret Walmart. How's it going, dude?
Who in this town can replace Simon? There's no one. The brain was removed from its head, the heart from its chest.
I feel guilty for having misled you, dear bachelor. Forgive this old man. I thought your ignorance of our local affairs would mystically skew the circumstances in your favor. Forgive me if I was wrong. There is no unexpected news to be heard, is there? No. The disease is spreading around the town already. It is necessary that we urgently appoint mid-level executives, get all the doctors and hospital attendants. Let Saburov take care of that. After all, he was the one to demand emergency powers from us, which we're granted. I've already sent all of my men to assist him, as well as an appreciable amount of money to further his administrative activities. We don't have any doctors or hospital attendants. The only man that knows something about medicine is currently examining my brother's body. It is strange that there's been no news from him so far. We need to send someone after him. And what about you? What are you going to do? We will fight until the very end. I will personally persecute those who would dare describe the disease as some kind of preordained divine retribution. Sorry, I didn't expect him to yell there, so I didn't yell until the last word. I will attack anyone who would say Simon got what he deserved. Finally, I will not allow anyone to say that what Simon has built by ceaseless labor is subject to inevitable destruction. Retribution for what? Sooner or later, the one who dares challenge the mechanics of nature will pay the price. But this is not something we'd want to believe, is it? This is a conclusion drawn by people who tend to mistake their exhaustion for wisdom. However, even an echo would sometimes grow to become deafening noise. If people keep saying, "Excuse me, sorry." If people keep saying we're doomed, they might well bring about our extinction. So what now, Judge? We're not that different from each other, dear Bachelor. I am grateful for everything you've done for us. I appreciate the risk you took to help us, and I'm much obliged for the disheartening conclusion that you have reached. No matter what you are going to do, you can count on our full support. The reward we have promised you will be duly delivered. Victor will make all the necessary arrangements. Let me into your secret store! I don't need a fancy reward. I need to be able to go to your secret Walmarts. But I'll write down that I need to talk to Victor. I won't leave you on your own in this battle, Georgie. We have a common foe, and we will fight this foe together. But also tell me where your secret Walmart is.
Tell me what you want, and I will tell you who you are.
I don't think either of these options are going to lead me to the secret Walmart. Yeah, that just ends the conversation. Georgie, you are useless. I'm out of here. Victor, where is your secret Walmart?
Who is it walking upstairs?
Wow! Same options as before. Okay, maybe I'm missing something in my quest. Let's see, we've read all this before. What is this house? What is the nature of that filth and of the inflammation that covered the poor woman's body? If the rulers require proof, then this is it. I will present Saburov with the key. We did this. My hypothesis was true. However two-faced the powers that be may be, their information was correct. There is an outbreak of highly contagious disease in town. Georgie Kane and Vlad Olgimsky are at the head of the ruling families. They will need to be notified before anyone else, and then I can take up my duties. Vlad Olgimsky agreed to delegate his authority. Georgie agreed to delegate his authority. They are in concordance with one another, not a moment too soon. I can go back to Alexander now, for I still need to present my official papers to him and discuss my further authority. Okay. Let's pause it here, because I just realized I never put my Invisalign back in after I ate dinner today. And I will be back in a few minutes. It shouldn't take me too long. And thank you again for your patience when I was getting set up and started today. I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm back, and this is your friendly reminder that, if you have laundry in the washing machine, you should probably move it over to the dryer. Because I did not do that earlier. Or rather, I did, but I don't think I started the dryer because my clothes were still a bit damp. So, move your clothes from the washing machine to the dryer and actually run the dryer on the proper cycle and everything. Should we talk to Maria while we're here? Do you think she'll tell us where the secret shop is? She trusts me, right? Like, that was the whole thing, was, that to get into the secret shop, you have to be trusted by the Canes.
No.
No, okay. What about Eva? Would Eva know? Do the Canes trust her? I mean, they've got to, right? They're like neighbors. They're on the same, like, half of the map. Section. Third of the map. Math. So we'll run over to Eva, I guess. Is it more than one house that is sounding ominous now? Because I feel like there's more than one house that is doing the ominous howling now. Hi, Spooky. Do you have anything to say for the people watching the live stream? I guess not. Please tell me you know where the secret shop is.
Yes?
Nope. Okay. Hang on. I've got to tend to the cat. He is trying to get my attention. You can just hop up here, dude. Come on. Spooky. Come here. This might make a noise. I'm gonna put the microphone down again so I can pick him up. He's being a bit silly. Come here. Some days he's really good about jumping up on my lap, and other days he acts like he's terrified that I think he's scared that the chair that I'm in, the like sort of office chair, the spinny chair, whatever you want to call it, he's scared that it's gonna move when he jumps up here. Because he'll jump up here without me in the chair and it will spin. But just now he was like trying to get my attention and was crouched like he was gonna jump up here, and then he changed his mind and went to the bed, so I went over and picked him up and brought him over, and he's a lot happier now. I don't know if you can hear him. Probably not. This microphone doesn't tend to pick him up very well unless he meows directly into it. Okay, so we need to go to... we should go to Alex. That's probably the most important thing. Even if we don't get the food today, we do need to talk to Alex and finish that main mission today. I'm also going to create a save file. It's alright, dude. How's it going, Spooky? Oh, I did the thing. Is there a bridge down this way? There should be, right? Yeah, there is. We'll just head down this way. I can't climb over that thing. You can't see it now because we're too far away. But there's like a thing between the two bridges and you just can't climb over it. You have to like go up the hill and around the road a little bit. and it's really inconvenient. I need a way to, like, max out my athletics in this game like in Oblivion so I can just jump over obstacles, fences, people, buildings. I don't know who I'm supposed to go to figure out who the Canes trust. I already looted these today, didn't I? It's probably fine if I just pass them. Can we go in here? Yeah, this is gonna destroy the last of our funds, but all we need is 2 smoked meat now. And he's got it, so... where are we? I'm lost again. We should be in this section of the map, right? We only crossed 1 bridge. Okay, here we are. So we need to go up here and to the right, and then up some more. That is one happy cat, huh? Gonna have to steer one-handed for a little while. Spooky is getting some serious scratchies right now. I should check the time too. Oh, it's already 6. Okay. Once we talk to Alex, let's stop at the theater. We can see if they've got a play going. What was that? Did you see a moth? You, like, jumped, dude. We can stop here and drop off the food and stuff too. Wait, this isn't the right house. Screw you. I'm not giving you anything right now. Won't pay to have gravekeepers come over here and take the body out of her house. She's obviously already taken care of it. There's no body in the middle of the room now. I'm all kinds of turned around. I swear it. I thought that was Laura Ravel's house, but I guess Laura she lives over there. I should've... Oh well. We'll go back around. Oh snap, I need to buy food for myself too. Let me in? Okay, don't let me in. I didn't want to shop there anyway. Here we are. What can I sell for this? Oh, I still have the fresh fish. I can eat that, can't I? Oh, that was super good. Alrighty. Hello. I have
Now
news.
or never. We need a decisive move.
I have received express messages from Kane and Olgimsky. No one will dare interfere with my choices now. We are declaring quarantine. We'll create an anti-epidemic operational headquarters. I plan to assign ourselves to be its supervisors. Myself, it is my duty, you because that would be fair. We must fight shoulder to shoulder. Do you agree? Can I get another personal firearm from him? Can I just get guns from everybody who offers them? I need unrestricted authority, access to all districts, and a personal firearm. Never mind the two I already have at my side. From now on, infected districts will be blocked off. No one will leave the town until the situation is resolved. You will be allowed access to any and all areas of the town, of course. Neither King nor Olgimsky will have any right to stop you. You will have to provide the population with clear instructions. Be careful about it. It's not my place to mentor you, though. Of course, I will send you the text. However, I need a weapon, and the unrestricted right to use it. I will recruit volunteers. We will pick trustworthy ones, people of good standing, family men with good reputations. I will grant them the widest range of authority. They will thwart any violence or looting. They will also stop any attempts to use arms. Where and when can I be armed? Here, take good care of it. Firearms are rare in this town. If you need a gun, your best bet would be to go looking for it on the black market. Some townsfolk may keep makeshift... I think he meant makeshift, but he did say makeshit, outdated, or prohibited guns. I'm sure that those will... I cannot read today. Give me a minute to get my bearings, and remember the alphabet. I believe it starts with ABC and ends with XYZ, but I'm really not sure today. Here, take good care of it. Firearms are rare in this town. If you need a gun, your best bet would be to go looking for it on the black market. Some townsfolk may keep makeshift, outdated, or prohibited guns. I'm sure that those who do will want to use them sooner or later. That is how we'll find them, but I have almost none at hand. That is truly regrettable. Thank you for this anyway. Do what you think is apt. I only ask two things of you. First of all, take good care of yourself. Drink, eat, sleep, pet cats. Be careful. I'm afraid many will take advantage of this situation to either settle old accounts or fulfill their hidden agendas. Secondly, spare those lives that can be spared. I will act according to the circumstances. I have an extra gun.
They say hitting hard is a good enough start.
Maybe I can, sleep for an hour? Do I have any other quests today? Let's see. Oh, we've got the asterisks. That means it's done, right? For the time being, the power struggle between the ruling families has ceased. They have appointed Alexander Saburov as governor and granted him full civil and judicial control over the town. As such, he has declared a state of emergency. They will quarantine the town, and now everyone is looking to me to suggest a further course of action. Well, my further course of action is to take, maybe a power nap in Alex's bed, because he's not using it, and this is something we do in when there's an epidemic, is sleep in each other's beds. And we're going to sleep an hour. Hopefully that'll be just enough to do something, anything, without passing out. We'll go to... We'll go to the house up here, Laura Ravel's place, and we'll go to the theater after that. I think if we just go around the house, there should be a bridge on this side. it's worth it to go to the abattoir in the cemetery, because it is getting late. And I'm pretty darn exhausted. I do want to see if there's somebody out there, but I don't want to go out there and get knifed. And it is a long walk from there to... Well, I guess I don't have to park at any place specific, right? So, presumably I could go out there and then run back to Little Vlad's or to the Sabrovs, whatever place I can access. Let's see. I'm talking out of my butt. The Sabrovs are over there. So I'd need to go to this section of town. Maybe I could stop at Aspidy's Hospice or even Grace's Lodge and see if there's beds there. And so that way I'm not trying to rush back to Eva's all across town while there's people that are going to murder me tonight. Because I imagine once I get through turning in my quest at Laura's and watching whatever's going on at the town theater, it's going to be late. I mean, it already is kind of late. It is almost 8. Oh, this is it. Is it? No. This is it. Oh, I got a notification from something. No time for notifications. Let's turn this in.
Who will take on the responsibility for us?
What will become of us? Here's what you asked for. Is this all you've managed to buy? I got 3 bread, 3 dried fish, and 3 smoked meat. That's all you asked for. You need to bring it over to the empty house in the flank. I showed you the way before, remember? My friends and an attendant that had helped us with the shopping are waiting there already. Empty house in the flank. There, okay. Does she have anything else to tell
I
us?
think I'm fading. My clothes are worn into holes.
What will become of us? Why are the 3 ruling families at odds? The lust for profit and ambition have nothing to do with it. I think they're simply confused. The final balance point is destroyed, and our whole life is going down before our very eyes. What's the point of an equilibrium system if a single man's death threatens your entire way of living? Here's how it used to be. Saburov was the official leader, but Katerina was the weakest mistress. The brilliant prophet Nina was Victor's wife, and the youngest Kane had no real power. Vlad was the richest, but Victoria stopped him from abusing his resources. This is a lot to write down. Oh, and I probably should not have been resting my clipboard on top of my laptop. That was kind of dumb. I don't think we're overheated, but that was a bad place to put it. Sorry, Spooky, but this is actually where I had the laptop before. Can we negotiate a little bit? Thank you. Okay, so talking to... I've completely forgotten her name. Laura Ravel. It's right there in front of my face. Laura Ravel. We've learned that Saburov was the official leader. Katerina was the weakest mistress. Nina was Victor's wife, but Victor had no real power. And Nina was also a, what did she say? A prophet. Vlad was the richest, but Victoria stopped him from abusing his resources. So the mistress's power complemented the power of the rulers to that extent? How could it be? First of all, they could see the future. Secondly, they breathed in unison with the earth, listening to the steppe. Finally, the aura of their spiritual force could be felt physically. The mistresses maintained life in this town, changing its intensity. They were like energy clots. Energy clots, that's certainly words that you can put together. And yes, I'm writing this down as well. This is more of the sorcery nonsense that I want to understand. It's interesting that they maintained life in the town, changing its intensity. I wonder what that means too. And that is no longer so? Nina died. The Canes would have lost the power of the soul of the town, but Simon seemed to have absorbed her spirit. Simon didn't rule, he was a creator. Katerina, who had been inclined towards darkness before, became the Black Mistress. This is really something. So Katerina is inclined towards darkness and now is the Black Mistress. I wonder if that's also why everyone keeps warning us away from her. But let me guess, she was held back by the White Mistress Victoria. The balance was restored. When Victoria died, Katerina rushed to take her place. She was quite afraid of playing games with Mother Darkness by then. The last of the mistresses was struggling and throwing herself from one extreme to another. Her fiasco was made up for by Simon. He transferred all executive power over to Saburov, but brilliantly held the soul of the town in his grasp. I'm sorry for the pace of this, but I am doing my obsessively taking notes thing. Like, this is... She's giving us a lot of actual information. Now, it's all about this spirit stuff that's going on and not relevant to the... well, maybe it is relevant to the plague, but we're getting a better idea of the power struggles that have been going on in town, and it's answering a lot of questions I had. Or rather, creating new questions on top of the old questions that I had, but still, it's useful. I'm already on the back side of a fresh page. We've learned a lot today. And now none of the rulers knows what his family is in charge of? More or less. You have a curious idea of government around here.
What?
I guess that's it for this place. We should probably stop at that house in the flank and then cross the street to the theater. Am I going the right way? Yes. Turn here. streets are so empty. We need to turn here again, yeah. There's the theater. So the house should be right across from it. Think over this way? Right? This way? Is it that one? Yes, okay. Well, it's all fenced off again. Oh, my exhaustion's getting high again too. Well, this isn't good. Everyone's dead here, see? No one knows why. Perhaps it's an echo of yesterday's vendetta. We're a bit at a loss about this loss ourselves. What am I supposed to do with the provisions? The dead have no use for it. Give your offerings to Laura. Wasn't it she who asked you to bring the food? She wanted you to call her shelter the House of the Living, didn't she? What, is she supposed to refashion her own home into a Lazar house now? Is that the right pronunciation? Lazar? She won't need it anymore anyway. Laura only has a few days left. Do persuade her to make the most of them. What? Is she gonna die? How should we know? We're not the ones in charge here. We only know one thing for certain. It won't take long. We have nothing to do with it. Okay, well, we should make a note of that anyway. The House of the Living is full of the dead. And Laura may only have a few days left. Who does have something to do with this, then? That will be very obvious very soon. Hurry, or poor Laura will die of starvation today. I will find a way to get to you. Just you wait. Oh, jeez. Those fumes were, like, really coming out of there. I remember one of the first times I played through this and got this far, I just walked in there. I wanted to know what was going on. I guess I could turn around and go back in there if you want, but I maybe I'll create a save here and we can turn around if we want to see what's going on in there. I think it's more important I get the food to Laura before I see the play. If we miss the play, that's sad, but it's important she gets her food, her supplies. And also important that she doesn't send anyone to her House of the Living because, well, That was pretty bad. Hey, so bad news about your shelter?
Peruspex was offered 100,000 for his inheritance. He refused.
I've obtained the rations, but there are very odd orderlies standing by the house you've directed me at. They're using theatrical masks and costumes as disease protection. As far as I understood... Yes, I know. The House of the Living will have to be relocated here. Remember that you're always welcome at the shelter. We'll preserve the stock, distributing the food in small portions. We will make it. I hope it all ends soon. So, I will always be able to find room and board at your place? You will. Take this as a reward, too. These are nuts. I've been given some today. It's great luck. They must have come for an old cache. Do you know how to use them? Crack them before eating? What else am I supposed to do with nuts? No, don't eat them. Barter them. Our children would turn themselves inside out for these nuts. Keep that in mind, especially if you want to barter for something dangerous. Why do they value nuts so highly? It's an old game. A child takes a nut and sends it on all sorts of adventures. At some point, adults took all the nuts away from the kids. They thought the game had provoked them to do something risky themselves. The most wonderful thing is that the children remember almost every nut in town by heart. That's something. Children barter with nuts. And adults had taken all the nuts away because they thought it had inspired something or provoked them to do something risky. So does each nut have a story of its own or something? I think so. Well, anyway, it's pure treasure. Thank you. I'll come by to see you soon. Oh, she gave us quite a bit. That's a lot we can barter with.
My
Anything
heartbeat is
else?
uneven. I am sick at heart.
I guess it's probably best that I don't tell her that she might die soon. Do I have any other food? No, I'm out of luck with food right now. Do you think they'll give out popcorn at the theater? Now, nobody come out of the dark and stab me. I'm already scared enough as it is. almost forgot to go to the theater. I was just kind of automatically running running past it. Here we go. There's no play going on in here. Did I miss it?
Yes.
Can I go through this other door? Is it just going to take me back out as well? Can I go back here?
We find very few ungrateful people when they are worshiping their tables.
I guess there's not anything going on tonight? Oh, I still need to talk to Andre. Everything's fine, it's just eerily quiet. I think when I get to Andre's, I'm just gonna sleep. We'll talk to him and then sleep. Though, I don't know if he's got a bed there. I think I might have a coffee bean in my inventory. So if we need to use that, we will. If not, I might just tweak our exhaustion meter a minute with a cheat. I haven't had to cheat so far, but I don't want to, like, find out what happens if I pass out. Can I not cross through these brambles? Okay, I'm not even gonna try it. I know I can't jump over fences. I can't run through brambles. Okay. How's it going?
Laura and her company are buying up all food in town. Are we at war again?
All set. We're armed. Okay, let's meet by the station at 10 p.m. Don't get too close to the engine, though. See you then. I have bad news. I have 20 minutes to get there. I have 20 minutes to get down to the station. Which is down there. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm already exhausted. Okay. just follow the tracks, and that way we'll avoid the streets. And hopefully that way we also avoid any robbers. We can also check and see if there's something running between the cemetery and the abattoir while we're out here, since we're already going to be late. It doesn't matter if I head directly to the train station. We're gonna be late. It's going to be after 10 by the time I can get over there. So we'll just take a quick peek between the cemetery and the abattoir, see if anything's out there. And if there is something out there, we'll probably die. We'll get killed. So that's something fun and exciting to look forward to. Can I just climb up this hill? There we go. We're quite a bit of ways away from the cemetery right now. Do I need to pick up Eva too? Oh well. They did a really good job with the setting here. Like, if I do see something running between the abattoir and the cemetery, I'll cry. I'll cry on stream. Like hell, I'm going in there. Okay, if there's nothing in the cemetery, I'm gonna reload my save and take the tracks the other way. And if there is something in the cemetery, again, I will cry on stream. Oh hey, Grace is here!
I've been forgotten here.
It's hard.
So now my side is all damp.
Sorry, Grace, I hadn't meant to interrupt. It's hard. Not only do they need to be fed, but talked to as well. I need to find the words of comfort for them. Only then will they repay us with tenderness and joy. But now they are all anxious. Every single one of them is mumbling something. That's why I look so tired. Who are you talking about? Of the dead themselves. Do not assume that people die forever. Not everyone does. Some people live underground and only die out for the lack of care. You have to always knock from this side so that they don't fade away. Let me examine your pupils. Okay, now your pulse. Do you take drugs? No, it's Twire the herb. We sleep in the very heart of the steppe, you know. I'm all green because of it. It's high time for it at the moment. Can you hear how the air is tolling? That's Twire. Unbelievable. The ruler should take some measures immediately.
Sleep is a second meal. I'll manage.
Those whom you save will speak for you. Well, Lady Caretaker, will you tell me about the man-eater? Are you looking for the hair eater too? I'm telling you, I don't know who she is. She just ran off straight away and didn't speak to me. That's something. So we're talking to Grace. Apparently witnessed the hair eater. Running away without speaking. The what eater? Who is that? Shabnak Yadir, the nail eater. Everyone's looking for her. They say I let her eat the dead, but I didn't. I have no idea where she came from. Calm down. Who is this eater? Yesterday morning I found an empty grave. Maybe the strange girl with spiteful eyes slept there? But now they tell me that it was the Shabnak hiding in there this whole time and that I wasn't watchful enough. Not true. I know who lies in my graves. Only my dead go there. Tell me about the girl? The girl dropped several fishing hooks and a lockpick. I'll give you the lockpick if you want. I'd give you the hooks too, but I've offered them to the dead already. Sorry. Do you know how good an omen a hook is? It's by the hook the ancestors pull the souls of those who have achieved salvation up. So the souls get dragged to our worlds from underneath first, and then they go to heaven. You are a very kind girl, Grace. Thank you. So is that all we're getting out of this?
I have a feeling somewhere close.
I guess we'll ask her about the speaking thing. Speak for me? To whom? I don't know. The dead told me to remind you that you will be spoken for by those whom you save. That's all. Is it true you're going to leave us soon? I'm leaving on the next train. There won't be a next train. There will only be the train that will unload boxes and take the meat, but they won't load the infected meat onto it. Infected meat? Yes, the town is full of bad meat. The people will start stocking on food because they expect war. The executors will give them the infected meat from the warehouses. I'll deal with your warehouses. Ah, jeez. So the executors, if they haven't already, will pass out bad meat. That's not good. Also, we can't tell her to take the body away for Anna. I guess we can only work through the hunchback then. It's gonna be a long walk, guys. We're going from one end of the map to the other. No stops in between this time either. I feel like I should be walking backwards in case we see the thing, but I think we're already out of range for the abattoir. Yeah. We're already out of range. If there was something there, we probably missed it. Should I have investigated the empty grave? I'll make that a task. If I go to the cemetery, investigate empty graves. don't think I've missed anything else, have I? Should we go over a quest one more time? We're going here now. We did this. We did today's mission. And I don't think we got any more letters. No. That seems to be it. I feel kind of exposed walking up here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm taking the tracks to avoid you people. How do I switch weapons? Okay. Don't bother me and I won't bother you. Don't bother me and I won't bother you. It's okay. We're chill. Stay on this side. You stay on your side. I think we're okay. This is the end of the line. Where's the entrance to the station? Oh, damn it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Maybe I'm supposed to meet them out here? There doesn't seem to be a way in. Hi, Spooky. Are you getting up, dude? If you're getting up, you should just get down, dude. You can just hop. There you go. He was contemplating. What kind of building is this? How do I get in? Oh, I feel like I should have saved. Here we go. This looks like something. Okay. This isn't great. What is this? Bachelor Dunkovsky, sir. I'm under orders to stop you by any and all means necessary. No one is allowed to leave the town. This is the order of the emergency plenipotentiary. The emergency plenipotentiary is me. Make way. Oh, jeez! I didn't expect him to hit me. I didn't expect him to hit me so hard that I'd die. I guess I did call him a moron. Or are we gonna have to do that whole walk again? Where are we? This is the save I made after I spoke to Grace, right? I did make a save after I talked to Grace. Right? Where are we on the map? What? Hang on. Let me get my bearings. We're behind some big clunky thing. We're behind the machine, I think, but we're not. There's the river. Okay, we're over here. Did we? That doesn't make sense. Does it? Did we come? I thought we just followed the rail. I'm confused. I don't know when we made this save. We'll just head this way, I guess. Can we not get up there? I guess the way to determine if we talk to Grace or not is to see if we have a lockpick, actually. It appears we do not. I guess we can run back and do that. Hang on. Your local friend and fish lord does not want to do all that again, and knows there's cheats for teleportation in this, but just doesn't remember them. Let's see. Pathologic Classic HD teleport. Yay, console commands! And there's even a guide for it on Steam. Yeah, there's a guide for it on Steam. I don't know if you could hear that, but Spooky was excited about the guide for it on Steam also. He just meowed. Play at least one campaign without console cheats. Nah, it's fine. Just open the console with tilde and write go, and one of the location codes below. Okay. So we need to go to Grace's lodge, right? Do we need, okay. Nice! That's so convenient. We'll use that to get to the railway station as well.
We've fallen out.
We're just gonna skip through this dialogue because we've already been through it once before.
I have a feeling it's somewhere close.
I guess while we're here, we can just step out and investigate the open grave as well. Let's also ask her about the other thing. We'll save. I probably should have asked her where the empty grave is. Oh, that's something. I can't read this. I'm not seeing anything that looks like it's been dug up out here. And I don't think I got a quest for it. Like, my guy didn't scribble anything down or get a letter right after that, so maybe it's not as important as I'm thinking it is. Alright. Let's teleport out. We're going to go to the train station next. That's a horrible noise. Is there not one for the station? Maybe I'm just missing it. That's okay. We can teleport to Little House Vlad and then walk to the station from there. Hey, how's it going? I just insulted an officer not too long ago and got punched to death. I've respawned though, so it's okay. Okay, this time when we meet the nice police officer, we're going to tell him thank you for not punching me to death this time around. I will politely go now. I will obey your orders. Thank you. And not call him a moron. I mean, he beat us in like, what, 2 punches, 3 punches? A little bit more. And I might have had time to pull out my firearm and shoot. Not that it would have done me any good. Did I miss them? Oh, there they are. Okay, how's it going? I'm gonna talk to you first. You didn't punch me last time. Oh, I can't talk to you. Alright, silent treatment. You punched me 3 times and I died, so I will cancel my departure now. Is that it? Do you have something to say to me now? I guess not. What about these guys? Corporal of the Guard, is that you? Changeover? The sergeant's over there by the machine. Oh, I guess I could tell them that they're dismissed. And then shoot. Oh boy. I should have saved. What does my quest log say? What happens if I get out, though? I mean, surely I can't. Okay, here's the save of wear goody two-shoes and don't kill anybody. And here's the save where we make sure we've spoken with Grace.
Don't
And we do go, house, Vlad again. And we don't need to tell Vlad what's going on. Maybe he snitched last time after I told him of my adventure with the police officer. We're going to tell those officers that they can leave. And, I feel like I should be able to talk to him from about 6 feet away. I feel like that should be a thing that's allowed in this game. Social distancing, what with the plague and all, I should be able to talk to him from 6 feet away. Okay. Yes, I'm here for the change shift. You are all dismissed. You're still here. You didn't leave. Okay. I think we're supposed to fail here. I guess I can finally sleep, though. Poor Denkovsky needs, like, to eat something and go to bed. It's kind of screwed up that it's really screwed up that they're passing out the infected meat. I guess it's important people don't starve, but, like, they're gonna get sick. I feel like I'm making the wrong decision by not shooting. Why am I walking? Why am I walking? Guys, why am I walking? We have this nice console. We have this nice window here that says, yeah, we can go to anywhere we want, basically. We could even go to Eva Yan's place. How's it going? Sorry the escape thing failed. I just don't have it in me to commit murder.
I wonder what Harrispeck's inheritance is.
Why didn't she come? How awful. I have fainted. I didn't sleep during the day at all. I was so anxious. Forgive me. Is it too late? Can we go? The town is blocked off, Ava. There is no hope. The station is occupied with Sabrov's patrols. Armed men are all over the place. We're dead. When it begins, I'll have to cut my wrist. Yes, that will be for the better. Peter has an antique bath. We could heat some water up. Come on, Eva. Still your weak knees.
I'm having chest.
Okay, I need food. I don't want to eat anything that I've been given to trade. So I think we'll take our chances with the robbers and try to find a shop. I think these are both medical, aren't they? Of course there's one right there. Let's reset and give it another try. Let's reset and give it another try. Now there should be a shop right across the way. It's there. Right there. I can even see the sign from here. But don't knife me or I'll be very angry and I will shoot. And also cry a little bit. Of course you're a medical shop. Of course! We'll just go to the next one. The next one should be up here. Is that... that's not... that's a clothing store. Okay. I guess we could go to Laura Raffles and then go to one of the shops near her place. Do we have a cheat to get there? Yeah, caught Laura. Sounds good. Go. Go. Oh, maybe because I'm in the map it didn't work. Oh, it did. Will she give us free food? She said room and board, but...
I think I'm fading.
okay. No free food here. I can't remember what shop is here. Probably because I need it to be a food shop. It's going to be something else. Damn it! How many shots does it take? Why is the music still going if you're dead? Oh, okay. Medical shop. It's this way. I shouldn't have wasted the ammo on that guy. I should have just gone back into Laura's. Did I pass it? No, it should be right here. Okay, I need food, dude. Let's see. Everything's expensive. Maybe I could go for the dried meat. Will that be useful? I could get crackers and dried meat. Yeah, let's get all those. Wow! That was not helpful. That was not helpful either. That barely did anything. Okay, I'm learning what food is worth it to buy and what is not. For now, let's... I don't want to walk back. We'll go back to Laura's. And we'll sleep here for the night. Yeah, I'm sleeping in your room. I don't want to be out there with all those other people. I don't want to sleep too much in case I starve to death. So we'll do a few hours.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theatre.
Okay. How's it going? Do you have any, like,
It'll all work out when a regular
breakfast?
train comes.
It's so nice of you to come. Are you tired? Hungry? I don't want to take her food, but yeah. You've heard already that the provision's been destroyed, right? They say it was the infected meat that caused the disease. So now there's no food at all, only the food we've managed to snatch before it all began. So I have nothing to offer save for some bread and milk. Save it for a rainy day. The train must arrive soon. I wonder why it's late. Sometimes I fear the delay may have something to do with the quarantine. I so hope it had departed before the quarantine was announced. Take care of yourself, Laura. It's still gonna be late out. Why did I step outside? Did we get a letter, though? The evening letter from the powers that be. Day 2. To facilitate your assignment, we will be sending a special train carrying medicine, sanitary equipment, and personnel. We expect the train to arrive in 4 days. The Inquisitor, allegedly Mark Kaminsky or Peter Croy, will travel separately. If the sanitary train reaches the town before the Inquisitor, the personnel and equipment therein will be yours to manage. The person in charge of the sanitary expedition will be duly instructed to collaborate. We hope that by the time you will have exhaustive information as to what the nature of the disease is, sent on behalf of the manipulatory laboratory. Ah, okay. So we need to keep our eyes out for Mark Karminski or Peter Croy. And the train is going to arrive in 4 days. I guess I'll drink some of my water and head to sleep.
Clemency is born not of virtue, but rather of fear.
That's really not helping much either.
There are dark rings under your eyes.
We'll sleep another 3 hours. Yeah, that hunger just shoots right up when I sleep. Anything else?
Dogs are howling. Why?
It's still pretty dark out, but hopefully this will be a bit safer. I don't think that guy's got a knife, but he is kind of shambling. I'm a little bit concerned. You okay, pal? I'm sick, I'm in agony, my head seems to be filled with lead, my insides burn. Could you please donate a couple coins for me to cure myself and my family? I'll repay you, I'll spread the word of your untold magnanimity. What can you tell me about the local cemetery? The cemetery? Why do you ask? Call of Duty. then it may be of interest to you that the local burial culture is extremely primitive. The late caretaker of the cemetery was local too. He encouraged the backwards practice of illiterate herdsmen. The dead are still being buried carelessly. Carelessly? What do you mean by that? The bodies aren't always interred. The locals believe that the earth to be their foremother. Only a select few get buried in the grounds. The rest have to do without. Some are buried deeper while others lie much closer to the surface. Well, what do they do with the bodies that aren't interred? The kin doesn't show anyone what they do with their dead. I never belonged to the kin anyway. The cemetery is perforated with holes. They drag the body inside, and in a day they pull out a leather parcel and pay their respects to the dead. Don't the local authorities care at all? The kin governs itself. Big Vlad doesn't bother them as long as they keep generating profit. They're on their own, so what? They break no laws, so they're allowed to do whatever they want at home. They're a constitution unto themselves. They follow their ancestors' rights. That's kind of barbaric. Or maybe I just don't get it. You should rest. The air here is detrimental to your health. Yes, that's just how this place is. Every breath threatens death. It's like walking through crossfire, or a simple fire. But what can you do? We have to. You have to! Would you be so kind as to explain to me what emergency is forcing you outside? We're looking for food. We're hungry. We need to check on our relatives to see how they're doing. Secondly, staying in is even more terrifying. It feels safer outside. What if that thing engulfs the house like it did 5 years ago? It tended to just appear inside the room back then by itself. Nonsense. Things do not appear by themselves. Should I give him money? He shouldn't be walking around like that. He's gonna spread whatever's going around. Also, I'm hungry too, dude. Is that another shambling guy? How many are out here? Is he gonna tell me the same stuff? Okay, let's take a look at her quest, because I'm confused as to what to do now. I guess nothing yet. The game's telling me to go back to bed, but I need to eat. I'm out here doing what these other guys are doing. I'm looking for food and money. I guess I can break into a house. I have a lockpick now. I don't want to get in trouble, though. I can crouch. How do I use the lockpick? Okay. Ah, there we go. Wow! You saw me right away, huh? Maybe I can just... Okay. Sorry, I got scared. I mean, she looks right at me as soon as I come in. I don't even know if it's worth it to... They all look at me as soon as I come in. Do they talk? Why are you running around in circles? Oh crap. Okay. Let's find an empty house, huh? Let's find one that doesn't have people in it. It's not like in Skyrim where you can sneak in plain sight and take something off the counter. Ah. Let's go someplace else, huh? Are you shambling, or are you gonna try and kill me? Okay, he's another person who's just having trouble out here. This house is identical to the last one. Like, even down to the lady standing over here by the bed. Why are you all at attention? Shouldn't you be sleeping? Okay. I don't think lockpicking and thievery is the way to go right now, or at least not here, not in these houses. I want to see if I can survive without cheating. And right now, it's not like I've got anywhere to be. Like, it's not like this is a quest that... There's a quest that immediately needs doing. Maybe this house? The walls look pretty sick in here, actually. This is some gnarly wallpaper. Anybody in? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to have my fists up. Why are you running around like a crazy person? How's it going in here? Oh, can I rob you now? I don't know if I'm gonna have another chance to look through cabinets and stuff with the way these houses have been filled. Okay. Let's barter. Oh, what is that? Beta tablets. Good for increasing immunity. Overdosing can lead to adverse health effects. Okay. Meridorm sleeping draught. Restores health. Oh, but it lasts... It's 5 hours of sleep. Maybe I'll get the beta tablets? Oh, I also have a lens. I'll give him a razor and take some of the tablets. I won't take your plate of food. I won't investigate this room further. People want to use their houses for things. Nice bucket! What is this for? Oh, is this your bathroom? Gross. Do you want to trade? Oh, you don't have anything to trade. Well, don't offer me to trade then. Rude. How are you feeling? Yeah, exactly. I've been looking all over for you. I need to tell you something. You're a doc, so this is your line of work. What do you need? The works are idle. Did you know? They say you've banned all the works. Why are they working in the tin workshop then? Who are they canning, huh? So they're free to work whenever they like, and we're supposed to starve? What are you talking about? And you claim to be in charge here. You don't know a thing. The works are closed off, right? No benefits paid. We've got hunger pangs all over, but that's fine. We can see why. It's a sanitary measure and all, equal for everyone. So why is the tin workshop working? What do they produce there? They can meat there, that's what. So what do we do now? Who are they canning? Each other? Beef is prohibited, alright, it makes sense. It's no good sending our infected meat all over the country. But if it's safe, why ain't we working? What makes you think the workshop is active? Don't you hear the noise when you walk by? Or do you think they're rolling cannonballs there? They're dismantling equipment. I think this guy's right, though. Let's see. We'll write that down. Tin workshop, still active. And I should write down it's for canning. So they're absolutely still canning the infected meat and distributing it. What about you? Do you have anything new to say? I guess not. I don't think I talked to the kid either. Is everything all right with you? A neighbor of ours has been killed by patrolmen. I still can't wrap my head around it. That means they can make away with me just as easily, and with you too. What did they kill him for? Well, they say he attacked someone too. He did have quite a temper, but they beat him to death with their mega fists. Ah, I've encountered that. By the way, was there really an order to do that? For reals? How do we fight now? How do we defend our honor? You people should stay indoors to protect yourself from an epidemiological hazard, not go around fighting. What? I said stay in! Okay, what about you? Just doing a lot of crying there, I guess. I don't blame you, your wallpaper is terrible. Like, that's awful. What even were they going for there? Despair? Will you talk to me? No, you're just going crazy. Okay. What about you? This was a really good waste of a lockpick, is what this was. It only has one use, doesn't it? Yeah, it's busted. There's no more lockpick. Oh, hey! But here we go. The morning of the third day has come. Infected yesterday, 43 people. Died yesterday, 38 people. Gone missing, 12. Current death toll, 114. And some other stats I missed. In which the Bachelor is offered to hunt the elusive enemy and evaluate the chances of necrosis. Let's park it in here. And we'll save the game because it's about 10 p.m. in real time, in real life. And when we come back, we will start on day 3. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on Wednesday. I think Wednesday will be good for streaming. So I hope to see you then. Thanks, and have a good night, everyone.